Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday morning during the week of our family vacation. I was just pondering today about the things that God has in store for His people. Um, I hear a lot of people say sometimes, I don't know the will of God, or I don't know what God wants me to do. But in First Corinthians, um, we do hear that the verses, eye has not seen and ear has not heard what God has in store for those who love Him. Um, so how do we know what God wants us to do? Well, sometimes people say what God has for me is for me, and this is true. But we want to make sure that we are doing what God has in store for us. I've been blessed and privileged to be able to teach Bible for the past 15 years and be involved in youth and young adult ministry for 27 years now. And it's been really a pleasure as I realize my spiritual gifts of evangelism and teaching and my passions for the young people. Um, I was then pushed and urged and considered to go back to school. I went back to Liberty University and got my undergrad degree and my master's work at the seminary there, and was able to learn and learn scripture, but also learn how to apply those scriptures. And I was understanding that my goal and my career choices from God would be to teach. I coached for a long time before even getting saved, and not even knowing that that was my spiritual gift, teaching and coaching. So now we coach our young people into life. We coach them according to scriptures. We encourage them, come alongside them, disciple them. But I want to encourage you, as a believer, to seek God's voice, to seek His wisdom as to what He wants you to do. Especially find your spiritual gifts. Once saved, we know that we receive spiritual gifts, and they usually line up with our physical gifts, so then we can end up getting careers that we love to do. I tell my students all the time that teaching is not a job, it's a joy. And I get up in the mornings excited. I prepare my lessons in a way that hoping to reach the students. And I really enjoy it when they ask me questions, when they send me emails and texts and want to know, does the Bible say this? What's the Bible say about that? Or am I doing the right thing? I made this decision, is that right? It encourages me to keep studying and to keep pursuing our young people. And hopefully it will encourage you to pursue what God has in store for you. And do not let the enemy or the world discourage you from doing what God wants you to do. I heard lots of dissenters when we made decisions to become full-time missionaries and go into ministry service. And couldn't have made a better choice. God is taking care of our family, taking care of our children and grandchildren. And even though things aren't perfect all the time, we know that God is, and we know that His word will not go back void. And we understand He has a plan for each of us, even our children and grandchildren, in His time, not in ours. So I just want to thank the Lord publicly for what He's done in my life and the people He's put in my life, both to teach me and those who I can teach. And just encourage you to keep on pressing for what God has for you. Keep on pressing for the goals that God has for you, and He will go with you, even through the trials, even through the tribulations, even through the struggles. He will go with you. And as I look back at our life, and we had some down times, we had some rough valleys, we had some hills to climb, but yet God has always been there for us. So be encouraged today that even though the sky may be cloudy today, the sun's still shining, and God is still looking down upon you. So seek Him, continue to pursue Him, and pursue His goals for you. Thank you for listening. God bless you. Talk to you soon.